Hi, Phil Aston here from Now Spinning Magazine with another episode of Music Biz Chat, where I look at vinyl sales and CD sales and just give a little bit of my own intuition and feelings and expertise into how I feel the music business is doing in regards to physical music. I mentioned in a previous episode about the fact that HMV are investing more in physical music, they're still expanding, etc. They're a big operation, but what I wanted to focus on this time is Rough Trade. Now, Rough Trade are an independent shop, and they are also expanding. And Managing Director Lawrence Montgomery has told Music Week that they're expanding, opening more shops because of the way that vinyl sales are going, but also beginning to see an uptick in CD sales as well, which I know many of you, including myself, are really interested in because of the way that CDs have been treated over the last few years. There's a way to go here for those of you who are going to bash the CD side, but it's really looking good. Lawrence says we're selling more than double the number of records and CDs so far in 2024 than we did 5 years ago. Now, they've opened another shop in April this year in Liverpool. They've opened stores in London Soho in 2022, Bristol 2017, Nottingham 2014, as well as long-standing shops in East and West London sites. And plus, they also put on live gigs as well. And it says here, at the half point of 2024, physical sales across the market were up 3.2% year on year. Breaking that down by format, vinyl sales are up by 12.4% year on year. CD sales are down by 1.5%. Now that's a considerable slowing down of the decline of the CD. And in quarter two of this year, it was just 0.8%. So there's a good chance that by the end of 2024, it will no longer be falling in any way. Lawrence says the continued growth of vinyl combined with a slowing decline of CD sales means we are seeing a net growth of physical market, which is encouraging to see. Now, let's be realistic, and everyone can see this. This is not 1975. In historical terms, physical numbers selling in 2024 are low. However, the value per unit is far much higher than it was then. And more importantly, the role physical music plays in overall marketing strategy of the release of an album is more important than ever. Now, I thought this was interesting. When we look at the demographics, says Lawrence, there's a direct correlation between age groups and gender split. The 18 to 24-year-old vinyl audience has a much more equal split between male and female, whereas 55 plus, it's nearly all male who buy CDs or vinyl. And I can see that in my own demographics. It's mainly males who are buying CDs and vinyl in the older age group. But when I look at the younger demographics, it's split more equally. And I think that could be the Taylor Swift thing, all sorts of things going there. But that is very, very, very encouraging. Lawrence also points out, and I know a lot of you will be interested in hearing this, that the average retail price of £27 for a single album is probably too expensive for some people. So people are aware of that. So those of you thinking it's all about a money grab, I don't believe it is. Now, Rough Trade, now this is the bit that's really exciting, because if I say that CD sales overall are down 0.8% overall, when you talk to an independent record shop, they have perspective, a bit like when I spoke to Karen Manuel from the pressing, who runs that pressing plant, where she was saying, when people say how many vinyl albums have been sold, etc., she'll think, well, I've made that many just on our own factory. So what's interesting is that Rough Trade reported that CD sales are up by 7% for the half year, although the 5-year growth is flat compared with the 150% increase in vinyl. But this shop, Rough Trade, are seeing an increase in CD. But this is really important as well, because Rough Trade, not that long ago, decided not to stock CDs. They made a decision that CDs were finished. So the fact they're now restocking them and the sales are increasing is a double plus in many ways. Montgomery confirmed plans for Rough Trade to target sales growth with more support for the CD format. CDs remaining extremely important to us, and we see strong demand for box sets, which is where I totally think the future of the CD really, that's going to be its main driver. Compilations and limited editions. Lauren says, we took the CD catalogue out of our stores last year, but we are trailing a new range and merchandising style for these, and we hope to bring them back to most stores by the end of the year. To keep CD growth steady, we should suggest similar tactics to that of vinyl. How we can make the CD format unique with exclusive artwork, signed copies. From a catalogue perspective, CD has an advantage over vinyl because of its price. Ultimately, the format is secondary. We want to delight customers whether they want a record or a CD or a book or whatever it is. People just want physical music they can hold in their hands. And that's what Now Spinning Magazine is all about, is supporting this and cherishing it and celebrating it in every format and whatever genre it is being released in. I think it's absolutely brilliant that young people, both male and female, are buying records and CDs. And well done to Rough Trade, who are expanding, they're putting on gigs, and they're selling CDs and vinyl and seeing the importance of the CD format now. Streaming is here to stay. Streaming is a great way to discover, to share. But a lot of people now want to be closer to the artist. They want to be part of the artist community. Community is everything, isn't it? It's a bit like, those of you who might buy a Now Spinning Magazine t-shirt, it's belonging, a sense of belonging. I've seen that with When Rivers Meet and Cats in Space and loads of young artists and new bands as well. It is how all of these things are put together. And the CD, I think, can have a lot more love and poured over it with the way that it is packaged and put together as well. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Remember, music is the healer and the doctor. Please take care, all of you. Subscribe, support, share, like, and I'll see you all very, very soon.